Well, hello, everyone. Pastor David here at Point Pleasant United Methodist Church. It's been Vacation Bible School week here, and we have been having quite the food truck party. We've been hearing the stories of how God provides for all the people throughout Scripture and also throughout our lives. So it has been a fantastic week, a true blessing to watch our community make the connections about how God is the provider of all we have. Now this Sunday, we will be continuing along our disciples' path. If you remember, we started our series by talking about calling. We talked about who calls us and how we recognize the voice of God in our lives. And then after talking a few weeks about our call, we started to talk about growth and what it means to grow in our discipleship. Growing in our faith means trusting even in difficult circumstances. It means serving others, maybe even as simple as sharing a cup of cold water. Growing in our faith means being yoked to Christ and yoked to each other as we follow God's guidance for our lives. Now this week we're going to shift a little bit and talk about possibility. Beginning this Sunday, we're going to hear several parables of the kingdom. These are stories that Jesus told that somehow connect us with how God works in the world. Following a disciple's path means that we open ourselves up to new possibilities that God might be showing us for our lives. Perhaps those possibilities is just paying attention to the soil of our heart as we plant seeds of faith. We may not always know what God has in store, but as we follow the disciples' path, our imagination begins to create new possibilities for our lives and for the world. I can't wait to explore that farther with each of you. If you'd like to join us, our Sunday schedule begins with our contemporary service in the Great Room at 10 o'clock in the morning. Then at 11:15, we have our traditional service in our sanctuary, and our Khmer language service begins at 1:30 in the afternoon, also in our sanctuary. I pray that God will find a way to reach to you to this week, that God will touch your life, and I pray that you will join us at Point Pleasant United Methodist Church. We are a church worth finding.